Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Blonde Fox, and today we're going to continue playing some more Final Fantasy XVI. In the last episode, we made our way back to the hideaway and talked to Otto and everything, kind of finding out that the world is still going crazy, but at least we, helped some people out of it and everything, that we knew this was coming, not the whole sky going crazy, chaos, whatnot. But basically that as we continue on this journey, bad things were going to happen, so now we just need to start picking up the pieces, so that's what we're going to do. Then we found out that Joshua woke up, and so we were able to get some answers from him, basically what he knows about Ultima, what happened to the, to him on the day, wow, I don't know why that was so hard, to him on the day that he was supposed to die, basically whenever he was stuck under the rebel and everything 18 years ago. So we found out, like, kind of some of that, how Ultima wants Clive and everything, because basically, unlike the other Icon dominant people where basically they can only have one element associated with him, Clive especially, he literally has a limitless potential. He has Ifrit, which is first of all not supposed to exist in this world, and he's able to have basically every element. And so he's an anomaly, he's special, he's limitless. And so it's that kind of whole thing. So we need to, while we were talking to him about that, we found out that basically, that Canver, I think is what it's called, was being basically attacked and everything, that there's bad guys heading towards there and everything. And that's where Gav is, and as well as, I believe his uncle and, is it her name Maud, I think, or something like that. Mid, not Maud, Mid. Yeah, there's her name. Mid. So they're both there as well, so we need to go and rescue them. But we also, after we finished all this, we got a bunch of side quests that popped up, so we're going to do all the side quests first, then we're going to do that. But that's basically where we left off. So we're just going to continue on with getting side quests done, and then we'll go back to main story stuff. So remember to like the video if you like it, and subscribe if you want to see more. Without further ado, let's get right to it. Okay, so we're going to talk to you for the cooking one.
Lawsman Harpocrates, I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sanbriquois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sanbriquois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their Eikons brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
You know, I never really thought about it before, but they are so lucky they have Harpocrates. He is so knowledgeable about everything. It's just like, and he explains it so, like, simplistically. Like, he puts it in a way that's just, like, easy to understand and take in all the information and everything. He's definitely, they really need him here. Like, I didn't realize how important he was, because before it was just like, oh, he's just some lore old guy that tells stories. It's like, no, he is, like, very important to things working around here. If it wasn't for him, I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't be able to figure things out. Very important person. Knowledge is power, right? Okay, Karen, what's up with you?
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade, then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto?
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating about you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalamil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
Aye, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Wow, she really knows how to make someone feel bad, right? Like, wow. Okay, yeah, now I see why he didn't want to bring it up to her. Poor Clive.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalamil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
We kind of walked into that one. Okay, so now I need to head to the atrium to find the kids. And then after that, we can head out and start gathering up all the stuff that we need to get outside of the hideaway, and then we'll head
I heard the Emperor was
back
in
to...
hell.
Yeah. We'll do... I think this is all the side quests, because I was trying to think of the side quest counter guy, if he had anything above his head, but no, I don't think he had things saying that side quests in other towns. Wow, she's panicking.
What do you reckon we should do?
I got
I
stuck
say
in a
we
chair
should
there.
just tell Miss Shirley.
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-near.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, And each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh goods? I don't think you'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Middledale's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Middledale's hares.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hares for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Middledale and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
I was just thinking, I was just like, he never put the cog back in, so did he do that on purpose for them to put it where it goes? Or did he totally forget to put it in, or what's going on?
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
Again, every time she says that. All I can think of is that, I don't necessarily know if you'd call it a meme or not, but that scene from Spider-Man 2, the video game one, where it's just like, he's supposed to save the Earth, and she's like, help me, and he like fails the quick time event, and then she's like, we're all gonna die, and there's just an explosion. Oh, I love that scene. That scene makes me laugh every time I see it. ugh. But that's all I think of every time she screams that. It's just like, we're all gonna die. Okay.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Well, that was a very wholesome side quest. Here we go. Okay. Now, we can leave the city. So we're going to go to... Just make sure that there's nothing... Oop. Nope, there is another side quest. We get it from the reading table. There's always something, isn't there? Okay, so who needs a quest for us now? And then after that, we can leave the city and everything. Well, the hideaway. I keep calling this a city. It's like, well, it's kind of like a city, I guess. It's more like a town, maybe? Maybe more like a town. I mean, there's quite a few people here, though. Okay. A humble request. Master Clive, I apologize for the sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing. I fear I am wholly unable to perform to his vaulted expectations, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a manor, to the attending of bandits and back alleys, I am sorely ill-equipped. If it please you, my lord, prithee come and see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full. Okay, sure, well, yeah.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
Okay, good. There's no gold light on that, which means there isn't any more random side quests going to pop up in any of the other towns. So now we can leave. Okay. Oh. What? It locked out all the other ones? Are you kidding me? You're not going to let me actually... Great. So we gotta go here, and we have no choice. So we'll go there, and then if it lets us leave immediately after, we'll go do those side quests. But we might not be able to go do them for a while, so we'll kind of see. But let's go ahead and head out then, I guess. No choice in the matter. Wasn't expecting that. Cloak and dagger.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
This is awesome.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canville was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Okay, are we allowed to leave now? It said there's a quest nearby too. Yeah, right over there. There's another one. Are we allowed to leave now? Yeah, we can leave now. Okay. We'll go ahead and do, I think, this one first. We'll try to kind of work our way this way, and then we'll do the ones that are over in this area, but I think that might be our best bet. Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll start here. Oh, good it didn't, like, lock us into it. And this should be easy, too, because we got 4 total party members now. This is awesome. Got our own little army.
Nothing like...
Okay, just make sure no random side quests did pop up. Okay, so it looks like the 2 things, yep, they're just on the other side of the town here. So now we just gotta run through the city real quick, then call up our chocobo and run down to the coastline, I think, because it said that they grow near the water, right? Shouldn't be too difficult.
You needn't fret. The creatures are...
Come on, Clyde, pick up the pace, little buddy. I knew you can move a lot faster than this if you wanted to. Now, do we have our whole party with us or anything, or is it just us? Oh, nope, we do have the whole party. Sweet. Okay, so we need to go down there. Okay, I think I see the blue wyvern thing over there, so that's what we need to kill. And then we got the flowers are probably gonna be over there. Gonna avoid any fights that we don't have to do. There's the creature. So I wonder, does Joshua have cure still?
Find what I'm looking
It'd be
for
cool if he could
somewhere
still heal
nearby.
us.
Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
Is it not gonna attack us? I'm not even charging Mega Flare. That's kind of annoying.
This must
There we
be
go.
our wyvern. All right, let's get this over with.
I gotta do precision dodges. I need to get better at that. Come on. I'm like failing all the precision dodges. There we go. Nice.
Level 4.
Yeah, it does look like it's doing, like, okay. Never mind, it's doing good. Punch and then our super duper giga player. Whoa, that hits a lot. Look at all those hits. Whoa, okay. That was really, really easy. Okay. That was like nothing. I mean, I know we had a bunch of party members, so that definitely helped, but wow, okay. There's the liver and dragon talons. Cool. Get close to another
That's
level
the
also.
wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Yeah, I don't know if Mega Flare did that much more damage. I think it did. It looked like it was raining down quite a few, so... It's kind of hard to tell in the boss enemies, but it's easier to tell in like all the small little guys everywhere. There we go.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Okay, so that's done. Okay, next up, we'll head over to Martha's Rest because we actually have 2 things we can do there. We have the butler one. Well, he was a manservant is what they kept saying, but the quest was titled Smooth Like Butler, which is a really cool title. That's very creative. So we have that quest as well as, I don't think there's any others. Yeah, I think that's it. So let's get in here. Yeah, because the other one is with Goots somewhere else. Okay, where's Butler guy?
Have you heard the latest from Twinside?
Is he upstairs, maybe? Yeah, there he is. Okay.
My lord Marquis, it is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Well, he sure takes a while to explain things. Yeah, he could have shortened that a bit, but whatever. Okay, so we need to go to Dalamil, go back to Molly, and so we got 2 quests in Dalamil now. Okay, well, we're going to end this episode here, and in the next one, we'll make our way towards Dalamil, and then once we get all that stuff gathered up and finished and everything, we'll head back to the hideaway to turn into Molly, and then after that, we'll get back to the main story. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, remember to like it, comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and remember to subscribe if you want to see more from me in the future. Until next time, see ya!